The much-anticipated 2014 Forester is here at University Subaru. Newly redesigned, inside and out, with sleek styling, symmetrical all-wheel drive, and maximum performance. Plus now 32 miles per gallon. Join us for the Subaru Love Spring event going on now. And see the all-new Forester. All-wheel, all-weather, all-wow. Available in mid-Missouri, only at University Subaru. The wise choice.
Morning. Welcome to Radio Friends on Wednesday, October the 16th. We've got a couple of events coming up that we want to share with you. Let's start, first of all, with Marianne Jones, board member, Dreams to Reality. Good to have you here, Marianne Jones. And you got a mask with you here, the Lone Ranger's wife.
Yes, I do.
You look like you're here to tell us about the Black and White Masquerade Ball. What is that?
Yes, this is our second annual Black and White Masquerade Ball, which is for Dreams to Reality in Jefferson City, Missouri.
Explain what Dreams to Reality is.
Dreams to Reality is a nonprofit organization. We're a United Way organization that we provide interview-appropriate clothes for low-income women, and then once they get the job, they come back and we provide them with business-appropriate attire.
Yeah. And by doing this, you are instilling upon these women confidence that they need to go out and land that job, because many of them would not have the proper clothes to go on a job interview, correct?
That's correct. A lot of them have never even worn business attire before, or even a suit or a pair of heels.
Yeah.
So they put this on and their whole demeanor changes, their posture changes.
I can imagine it does. And that, they feel better about themselves, and I'm sure everybody in your organization feels pretty good too.
We do. It's a very emotional time at the end, where there's hugs and tears and, atta girls, you can do it, and it's a lot of fun.
Do they get to keep the clothes then?
Oh, absolutely, yes. And then once they get the job, they come back and we give them enough, because it takes a while for that first paycheck to come.
Right.
So we give them enough to get them through until they get their first paycheck.
So what you're doing with this second annual Black and White Ball is raising money.
Yes.
To make this all happen.
Yes.
But you also will accept donations from people for clothes too, won't you?
Yes, we do. The first Saturday of each month from 9 to 11 at 512 Jefferson. I had the address wrong last time, but it's 512 Jefferson in Jefferson City, Missouri. And you can always call. Sometimes we do have people there during the week, but to call and it'd be a good idea.
What number do they call?
573-681-9675 or 681-WORK.
Okay, 681-WORK. Call that number if you have clothes that you would like to donate for the ladies. That'd be fine. Now, if they want to come to the big masquerade ball, which is next Friday, right?
Yes.
Next Friday, October the 25th. What do they do?
They can call that number, or they can go to, we have an Eventbrite website that they can go to, which is dreamstorealityball.eventbrite, and that's BRITE.com, and you can buy tickets that way.
And how much are the tickets?
The tickets are $35 a piece.
And what's going to happen at the ball?
Well, we have live music. We'll have entertainment. We'll have Lisa Pini, who's a fantastic psychic who will do some readings.
Oh, you're going to have a psychic there?
Oh, yeah. She's awesome. She's really awesome. And then we have a couple of gifts that will be given away, like Cass Designs out of Jeff City is donating a pair of 14-karat white gold diamond earrings. They're like 0.31 carat.
So is this a door prize?
Door prizes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you want to make a date next Friday, October the 25th, for the second annual Dreams to Reality Black and White Masquerade Ball. And do they have to dress up?
Well, we're going to. So if you want to fit in like the rest, I think it would be nice. Black and white is appropriate, but if it's cocktail or business, not business casual, but business formal would be appropriate.
Okay. All right. I wish you the very best, and I hope
you
raise tons and tons of money.
Thank you. I do too.
Now we turn to Ed Hansen. Welcome, Ed.
How are you, Paul?
And Carrie Winsip. Good to have you here.
Nice to meet
Talking Hearts Productions. What do we got coming up?
Well, we are opening a very intriguing play, I think is the way I'd call that, called The Baltimore Waltz by a celebrated playwright named Paula Vogel. And
What is the Baltimore Waltz about?
well, I'm going to let Carrie tell you a little bit about the story. We're going to be kind of careful not to reveal too much.
Right.
Well, Baltimore Waltz, that kind of fits in with the dance that they're having over
It
at the
is,
Masquerade Ball.
and dance is a theme throughout the play. But the basic story, it follows the character named Anna. At the top of the play, she is diagnosed with a made-up disease called ATD, or acquired toilet disease, and so
is this a comedy?
It is a dark comedy.
Okay.
It definitely is a comedy. It is a mature play. It has some dark themes in it as well, but it is a comedy. It's very funny.
Okay, and what kind of disease does she have?
It's called acquired toilet disease.
Okay.
And so she basically ends up taking her brother Carl, and she go on a journey to Europe to kind of help Anna get over her disease, right, and to kind of deal with it. It is a terminal disease, so it's, she's basically confronting her mortality. And so they travel to Europe together.
But this is a made-up disease.
It is. It's a made-up disease, and I will say, in terms of the kind of thematic, it's a bit of a parody on kind of the AIDS epidemic that happened in the 80s and 90s, and was written a bit in response to that. So acquired toilet disease takes on that kind of meaning of a medical community that isn't really putting proper words maybe to the way that we're kind of describing things. So there is kind of a relevant point to it, but it is, so she and her brother Carl travel to Europe, and they go on this kind of mythical, fantastic journey where they meet lots of different people who are all played by a character called the Third Man, who plays multiple people throughout the piece, different ages, and Anna on this journey kind of decides to deal with her mortality by engaging in kind of hedonistic or sensuous kind of life choices, and Carl, on the other hand, goes on this kind of film noir kind of mystery journey to try to solve and find a cure for her disease. So that's the play, and it's really funny, but it does also have some really kind of moving emotional components.
It sounds like it's a play too that you have to pay attention to. You can't doze off in the middle.
We hope you won't doze off.
Right,
There's a lot of movement and sound and
it's
dance, of course, in it,
you.
and I hope so. We definitely hope it will. We have fabulous actors working on this that, they'll get your attention.
But you don't want to bring the kids to this play?
You don't. It is mature audiences. Just deals with some adult themes. Dealing with mourning and that type of stuff.
So it's not PG. It's rated.
No, I would say probably rated R personally.
Yeah. So this is opening tomorrow. Tomorrow. So you're ready for it tomorrow?
We are ready to go.
Talking Hearts Productions. Where, Ed?
We are at 210 St. James Street.
This is your new theater.
Our new theater. It's beautiful, and people who have been to our theater already will notice when they walk in, we've reconfigured the entire theater for this show.
Okay.
It's the beauty of a black box. We've moved the stage, we've moved the tiered audience seating, and we've moved the tech booth.
All right. So starting tomorrow, what time?
7:30.
And it runs how many days?
2 weeks, and Sunday performances are at 6. The rest of them are at 7:30.
Okay. And you can get tickets at the door.
At the door or through our website, www.talkinghorseproductions.org.
Got it. Ed Hansen, Carrie Winship, thank you for coming by. Our program directed by Travis McMillan, Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio, Pat Akers, KBIA. Our floor director is Sifan Al-Young. And our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mouser. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.